So today on Is It Worth It, I've got the brand new 2023 Lexus RZ 450e. This is Lexus's first full electric SUV built from the ground up. We're going to give it a full test drive and review. What's more important though is we'd love to know what you think. So let us know in the comment section below after the video if you think it's worth it. So stay tuned and let's get right to it. So the RZ started life as a concept car way back in 21 as the LFZ, and it was kind of shown through Toyota press releases, but then in 2022 it was unveiled to the public in Yokohama, and now 2023 it's here. But what's with the name? Well, the RZ stands for radiant, as in a bright future for Lexus, and Z actually stands for zero emissions, similar to the BZ4X, which is its sister car. The 450e though just stands for the model name. Let's have a look at the front design. First of all, what is really striking, these Lexus LEDs that you get on the front. They are daytime running headlights, so you always got sort of like the Lexus badge as well. The Lexus L is a bit of a nod to the samurai sword and how they hold it. It's really cool. This protruding nose with a huge drop-off is pretty cool as well. Kind of gives it some sort of a muscular but sporty stance. It's meant to reflect a cheetah stance, but this like wraparound crease looks really nice. You've got your front-facing camera just here. This car has got loads of cameras on it. The front bonnet's aluminium, really lightweight. So let's have a look at the side profile. If you do enjoy this content, which I'm hoping you do, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do. This is the Takumi Pack trim in the Athena blue. You can opt for a two-tone colour as well, but it glistens in the sun, as you can see. It looks really nice. It's not as sort of erratic as the BZ4X. It's a lot smoother with this very dominant crease, and you've got this very nice belt line here across. So it kind of almost divides the car. You've got some black plastic detailing that goes all the way over the wheel arches. You've got a dual sunscreen roof with some automatic shades, which I'll show you. So let's have a look at the rear design. And as you can see, got some nice sloped creases around here, almost like a little ducktail spoiler with this darkened glass panel. And you've got these ears, they look like fox's ears, but they're actually spoilers to help with aerodynamics. So yeah, with the wraparound LEDs, looks really cool. That's not cool though. We've got some air pockets, but they're filled in to the side. Let's have a look at the boot space. This is an automatic tailgate, and Lexus promised 550 litres of boot space. So it's quite wide and deep. There's not really a load lip, which is good. Some padding, really deep space there where you can actually just put the plugs, which is good. Now the seats do fold down as well, but they don't fold all the way flat. You've got this folding load cover, and it folds up and you can insert it in there as well. It's pretty cool. What's the interior like inside the Lexus RZ? As you can tell, you've got that sort of perfect blend with Lexus of luxury and kind of subtlety as well. You don't kind of shout about it. It's all very nicely well made. Even the steering wheel is very soft. But the interior in this cabin is slightly different. You haven't got a normal glove box, just like the BZ4X. But on the dash here, you've got some chrome plastic detailing, but it feels really premium, feels really nice. Tiny bit of space in the middle here, a little cubby. You've got wireless charging mat in the middle, 2 cup holders here, 3 USB-C ports. The Japanese call it Tazuna cockpit, and everything's just kind of angled towards the driver for that perfect driving position. Seats are beautiful, very comfortable. Alcantara pretty much everywhere, even on the sides as well. Press a button here, completely get loads of lighting, and then that shuts out the light as well. I always love the displays on the Lexus's, really nice, crisp, responsive screens. The only issue I've got though is they don't have any tactile buttons for the air conditioning, fan speed. So we've got a huge 14-inch touchscreen, wireless Apple CarPlay. You don't get wireless Android though. I wish the digital cluster was a bit more high contrast and bright. Just seems a bit faded really. The cool thing about this car is one of the names Radiant is actually to do with the radiant convection heating. So a normal convection, a normal standard fan with the aircon will just blow out or heat out. With this, you've actually got some side air vents here, which detects with infrared, actually detects how far away your leg is. It will just blow the air smoothly over your legs. It's meant to be like being wrapped up in a warm blanket. Unbelievable cameras, probably one of the best cameras I've seen on a car. Let's check out the practicality in the back though. So what's the practicality like in the back? Well, first off, the doors are very heavy. I mean, it feels well made, but they are quite heavy. But you do get a very big, nice, airy cabin. A lot of electric cars these days are quite dull inside, but this, with this double sunroof, is brilliant, and you can you can shade everything out. Got some touch sensitive lights at the back, beautiful Alcantara seats, but they are a bit firm, and you do actually sit a lot higher than the front driver and passenger seats. There's not much kind of thigh support. It kind of just drops off just before. So if you're 6'2", headroom is okay actually, it's not too bad. I'm not touching the roof line. You've got a 3-pin socket in the middle, 2 USBs and heated seats at the back. Easy to get in and out. You've got ISOFIX seats in here as well, and these do fold down as mentioned. There is going to be a new update in the coming months. That will include an increase in the range, somewhere in the region between 30 to 50 miles range, which is pretty good. Also, the rate on which you charge has increased. So for a charger that'll take 60 minutes, now takes 30 minutes. I'm gonna set off now, give it a launch. Lexus quote 5.2 seconds, 0 to 60. So we see how it goes. Yeah, the pickup's really good. You can tell Lexus have increased the dampers on this because everything's just really nice. It glides along. You hardly ever feel bumps or hear them, which is really good. But not so much that you're not entirely engaged in the car. It's not dull. It's a comfortable car to cruise. Definitely do motorway miles in this, not a problem. Yeah, I mean, that bump, listen to that. It's hardly anything. And I'm going over some pretty big dips. And everything's been kind of sound deadened in the cabin. The steering's well weighted. You can definitely feel something through the steering column. It shows a tiny bit of eagerness with the corners, which is good. Kind of wades off a little bit, but it's very, very smooth. You have some flappy paddle controls on the side of the steering wheel, and that'll be to adjust how much you would like your car to brake with the regenerative braking. Really good visibility, but the rear visibility is similar to like a letterbox. On the heads-up display, you can actually see the buttons you're pressing, which is good. Seems quite clear as well. Steering column, you can adjust automatically. Suspension's very good, actually. It doesn't seem too soft. It doesn't seem too stiff. It's way more engaging in the sport mode. You definitely have a lot more fun in a straight line with, say, like an MG4 X-Power. If you want to see that, have a look at the video up there, but that's not what this car's designed for. This is a luxury electric or SUV. So Lexus have a huge emphasis on weight distribution, and that's helped with their 4-wheel drive direct powertrain. So this would help with their lower center of gravity with the battery. They've placed it a little closer to the cabin, so the weight distribution, the way it manages all that, and what it would do is just direct the power when needed to each wheel. And that helps also with braking, so you get a really smooth braking. There's no sort of pitch, jaunt or anything when accelerating as much. Lexus don't want your coffee getting spilt. A big shout out to Lexus RRG in Bolton for letting me review the new RZ. If you're interested in knowing more, I'll leave a link in the description below. Now at the dealership, they have told me if you do purchase an RZ at the moment, they will give you a home wall charger for free, which is in excess of 900 quid. So let's wrap up this video review on the new RZ 450e. Remember, we've got the top trim Takumi here. I love the interior with the new radiant heating. The 4-wheel drive system's really good. Lexus has that sort of perfect blend between luxury and performance, so it's going to be expensive. However, there are rivals that do have a better range, slightly more boot space. Potentially this is a game changer now with an update in the near future. I don't think you'll be disappointed. So, hope you've enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. This is what this channel is about. It's an open discussion, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one on Is It Worth It?